Hello, hello. I'm sure you can all hear me. I can hear myself. Let's just try not to put any feedback onto that. Okay, so a little hint for people who are louder. Can everybody hear me? Too much? Thank you. Okay, guys. Shh. Thank you all. Thank you all. For the folks up the back, welcome to come forward. There's plenty of room. No one's going to bite. I might fall from the stage, but I'm sure you'll come and catch me if that happens. Welcome. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we meet today, the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, and pay my respects to their elders, past and present. It's been a bit of a month for us. We've gone past 8,300 members on our meetup. We've got we had over 200 people respond tonight. I think the weather's kept a few people away, but seeing as everyone's a bit crushed in, that's probably not a bad thing at the end of the day. Just a couple of housekeeping things for those that missed out on that earlier. I need to point out the toilets out through this door and on the other side.
Not on yet.
I'm a bit worried we're going to get a bit of feedback in here, so I'm just being a bit quiet. Please be quiet while the pictures are going on. Respect the people that are standing up on here and pouring out their heart and soul to you with their ideas. And if you want to keep networking while the pictures are on, please maybe move out to the atrium or in the space out here. The bar is open. You can order and pay for your drinks. RMH provides this venue free of charge, so our thanks to them for that. And as always, we plug the steak night here. Steak night's on. $20 steak with salad and chips and a drink of your choice, and the kitchen is open till 8:30 tonight. And if you order now, they'll give you a table number and bring it out to you. So if you could please support our venue sponsor. If you're planning to make 90-second pictures, please give your address to Atula. We've still got a couple of spots for Atula, is that right?
Yeah.
Yep.
You can come and do a impromptu pitch and I'll get your website after.
That's it. That's good PR. Don't forget, this goes out on video to over 8,000 people. It's a good chance for you to test your ideas, talk to folk about what your great idea is, and get a bit of feedback on it, maybe perhaps before you spend your hard-earned coin. We've got 90-second pictures coming up. We've got some job wanted. I know a few people on the Slack channel this week. If you're not on Slack, please sign up. We're talking about looking for some co-founders and assistants with getting their startups going. And we've got a bit of mingling and networking going on. There's no finger food sponsor for tonight. We did have MyOp help us out last month, and everyone got pretty merry on their bar tab, which they generously put on. But feel free to contact our organisers via Meetup or email siliconbeachmelbourne@gmail.com if you want to know anything more about sponsoring meetups. Thanks today to our wonderful sponsors. That's Interactive, the Razor Sharp Show, who support our podcast event, and Jordan with some sales and sponsorship as well. We've got a few things to talk about.
On Silicon News.
So after the website, so there's on Silicon News, there's information about our sponsors, and also a call for more folk to come and help sponsor events. Look at all the wonderful people that you can reach out to if you sponsor an event here. Okay, so before we kick on with the pictures, I'd like to bring Interactive up to talk about their accelerator. I'm trying to read the...
Alliance Marketplace.
The Alliance Marketplace, I was close. So if we could give a warm round of applause, please, to Interactive.
There's two of us on the spot.
That's
So
all right.
you're asking to stand up.
It holds me, it'll hold anybody.
Right, we're here. Okay. Well, thanks so much for having us, everyone. My name's Rachel. I lead the software services business at Interactive. For those of you who don't know who Interactive are, we're Australia's largest privately owned IT company. We're out of Port Melbourne and all around Australia. We service over 2,000 SMB organisations as well as some enterprise customers offering end-to-end IT services. A large part of our success is really down to the strong partnerships that we have to deliver the services, and that's really the backbone of what our new offering is, Alliance, which is our SaaS marketplace. So there's some brochures here and down there and probably somewhere else. Grab one, read about it, and I'll hand over to Vic, tell you a bit more.
Yeah, so we know that SMB businesses, including our customers, are increasingly looking to SaaS, for SaaS solutions to solve the business challenges that they have. And we know that a lot of people here are developing solutions to those challenges. So we want to leverage that. So, but we do know that our customers come to us to find end-to-end IT solutions for their businesses, and we want your solutions to be a part of that. So find out more in this brochure.
I guess just to add to that, we've been talking to a lot of startups and vendors, and a lot of them, over 56% of them from our research, are saying that the biggest challenge to growing their business and scaling it is really lack of customers. And we've got a lot of customers, we've got over 2,000 of them that are really focused in the SMB sector. So we're looking for vendors and products that are solving challenges in horizontal markets, obviously, you know, HR, sales, fin services, those sorts of things, to really partner with us and put your product into our marketplace so we can help connect your product with our customers. Important to note, we don't want any equity, we're not trying to take any of your business, we're just trying to match your fantastic solutions with our customers who want them. Understanding?
I think that's it. Come and chat to us if you want to find out more. We've got some brochures and we've also got a website. You can also Google.
That's our usual website. We've got another one. It's at the back of this booklet, but just Google Interactive Alliance Marketplace and it'll come up.
Yeah, and you'll find us.
Cool. Excellent. Thanks, guys.
So just a reminder, Interactive are coming on as a sponsor for Melbourne Silicon Beach, so not only are they helping out the community at large by providing some market opportunity for startups to work through their channels, but they're also sponsoring us directly, so just another thanks for Interactive. I mentioned last meetup, I've been to a pitch down at MyOb where they had a couple of people come up on stage to do a talk. And in typical Melbourne fashion, nobody applauded. We all just stood there and sort of watched them and waited for them to hang. So I'd rather, if we make this a little bit more of a friendly environment, if you can make sure that you give a round of applause to everyone who has the stones to stand up here tonight and to pitch to you as well.
Next, we have Linda from Sympatico.
Oh, I'm up for
Sympatico, please.
Woo!
Well, multiple studies actually tell us that we have 10 seconds to create a good first impression. Imagine you are sitting in front of investors that can actually take your business to the next level. So, what you do and what you say next will determine the outcome. I'm Linda O'Grady and I am the co-founder and director of Sympatico. And my passion for connecting and communications have led me to have careers in acting, corporate training, public speaking, presentation skills, and account management. My co-founder and partner, Dan O'Grady, has had a lifelong fascination with the creative connections that put people and ideas together and have resulted in him having involvement in the music industry, hospitality, retail, and sales and marketing. Sympatico is, and between us actually, we've got 40 years experience in one-on-one communications, negotiating, presentation, and developing creative dynamic teams in the business and the creative projects. So Sympatico our mission is to equip founders and entrepreneurs to clearly and powerfully communicate their vision and ideas to their teams initially, and also obviously investors, and to the vendors, and ultimately their clients. So with that said, what we want to be able to do is work with you to create those creative connections so that you can, with your stakeholders, develop your skill set. So this is for you, your skill set on developing and building upon or expanding your ability to connect with them through coaching and practical strategies where we develop that pitch initially, your presentation, how you effectively use visual aids, telephone technique, and of course, telling your story. So come and speak to us. We're looking forward to connecting with all of you. Thanks.
Alex from Painhole.
Alex from...
Painhole.
Okay. Alex from Painhole. Alex? Stand on that. Yeah, stand on that.
Thanks.
Hi, my name is Alex. I'm actually the co-founder of Painhole. So, yep. So actually, can I just get a show of hands of who's bought and sold items online? Pretty much, almost everybody, right? I guess this all started when one day I decided to sell my laptop, and someone messaged me and said, "Yep, I'm happy to buy a laptop." So I went ahead and formatted my hard drive, spent the day basically formatted my hard drive, packaged it nicely, and the next day when we were supposed to meet, the guy never showed up. Right? So it's pretty horrible. And I guess that's where I decided to start Painhole. So Painhole really solves 3 problems for you. One is obviously the time wasters, right? So, and also wasting your time as a buyer. So for instance, as a buyer, you might want something that someone's selling, but quite often they would have sold it to someone else, like, and for safety purposes as well. So, would you meet someone who you've barely known, met first time online and invite them to your house and do the transaction there? I think most of the time it's actually quite risky. And finally, obviously, trying to solve and minimize the cost of selling online. PayPal takes up to 3% of your total transaction. So what we do is we basically offer you an easy way to just take a very small deposit, so that there's a commitment between yourself and the buyer, and the buyer's in control after that. So when they get there, they feel that they want to transact, they just release the deposit, through a code, and that's it basically. So we've got some really exciting stuff happening. So follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. There's actually some really cool stuff that we're developing behind the background, ties all this in as well. So.
Thanks very much. And next,
Okay, we've got Hugh from Align Me.
Hugh from Align Me. Hugh, round of applause for Hugh, please.
Evening, guys. You know someone I'd like to meet. I'd like to offer them a job. We're a 24-person B2B marketing agency. Our clients have got revenues typically between 2 and 20 mil, some a little bigger. They're big enough that they need a bit of an oomph, but they're small enough they can't yet afford to have a properly structured B2B marketing function. That's our job. We provide that. So we're a medium-sized team, you might say, 24 people, and we provide that as a service. I'm looking for a digital marketing manager. We're pretty good at digital. I feel like we can get a whole lot better at it, and I want someone to lead that. They've probably got 5 to 6 years experience in digital, and they're constrained by their current job. They're worthy of more, capable of more than they're currently doing, and they'd like a little step up. And for that, I'd love to have a conversation with them. If you go to align.me/MSB, the broad outline of the role is there. If you know somebody who's a great digital marketer, ready for a step up, I'd love to have a chat to them. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much. You're very professional there with the website set up, ready to go.
Yeah, we have just started on Silicon News, something called Silicon Jobs. So I will put the details, the link to Hugh's job on Silicon Jobs as well. It's very early days, but we are starting that. Okay, that you'll get the link to Silicon News and Silicon Calendar and Silicon School in the meetup emails. Okay, thanks.
Okay.
We have Irene from
Irene from Founder Digital. There we go. Round of applause, please.
Hello everyone. I'm not looking at my phone, I just got some notes here. So I'm Irene, I am the co-founder of Founder Digital. We are a web development and web design agency based in Melbourne. We work with local business, mainly small to medium business, to see your vision, to see your ideas and make it happen online. As you can see behind me is our website. We've worked with many different companies from small business to enterprise. If you need, of course, a new website and new branding, new strategy, we are here to help. And we've been told we are a delight to work with, which is always a good thing. And of course, come talk to me if you need any of these or just any advice on digital. I was a client of Foundry a long time ago. I saw the potential of the company, I saw the potential of the team, and I joined as the main partner this year. So we are scaling up in this moment. If you are in a startup, you know it's a very exciting moment for a business. So yeah, that's us. Thank you.
We have Simon.
Simon from Cosmonauts.
Good evening, so I'm Simon and I'm a very disorganised person, unfortunately. My mum always wanted me to have to-do lists in plastic sleeves, in manila folders, in cabinets with an index card system, and it just didn't happen. She hoped that things would get easier when computers were invented, but I've studied so many different things that now I've just got notes scattered across different digital services, and they don't really talk to each other. You know, while we've got the vast potential of computers to organise our information, we still have to do all the work. So we're dragging and dropping and tagging everything, and where does it really leave us? We're sifting through folder structures, hoping that we organise them logically at some point and we find what we're looking for. Or we've got inconsistent and incomplete tags that we're searching, and we get results that are completely decontextualised. So this is a really computer-orientated way to organise information. We've adapted how we work to the tools rather than adapting the tools to how the human brain works. And it doesn't have to be this way. You know, it's kind of self-evident that the documents we want to organise or the media has within it the information we need for them to be organised. And therefore, with the application of some artificial intelligence, we can have them organised themselves. So Cosmonaut is going to be extracting keywords, it's extracting entities, it's extracting all the information that's inherent in that we try and codify in these subpar systems, and organising it for you along lines, so it basically creates an associative navigation structure. So you can go through your documents based on the links within them rather than having to step back out and try and find what you were looking for again. So at the moment we've built a prototype in Google Docs. It worked well, it got me through financial accounting, which was truly horrendous. And I've shared that with a lot of people and it's got really great feedback. So now we're building it out with IBM Bluemix using Watson as the AI engine. And that's going to be ready in about a month. We're focusing on the education market, which is really booming at the moment. It's predicted to grow to 1.7 billion by 2022 in Australia and 256 billion by 2020 worldwide. And it is a worldwide offering because it's a SaaS product. It's instantly global. I'm looking for students and teachers to speak to about their experience. I've got one already, so thank you very much. And I'm also, I buy coffee for people if they'll speak to me. I know that's a little sad, but that's where I found myself. So I'm keen to speak to passionate people who are interested in the education space, who are interested in AI, who are interested in cloud computing, and who feel that you know, there might be a future or future opportunities to work together. So, thank you very much for your time.
And there's nothing sad about meeting people for coffee. Once you're a founder, you know you do that every day. Geert Hendricks from Farmwall. And I don't know if I've mentioned, if I've pronounced Geert's name correctly. I have? Oh, there we go. Round of applause.
Yeah. You pronounce it right. Imagine having lunch in your local cafe with your best friend, and suddenly you've ordered and the chef walks out of the kitchen towards a farm wall and cuts off some nice beautiful organic greens, decorates your plate and presents that food to you in under a minute. Farm to plate in under a minute. So my name is Geert Hendricks, I'm the founder of Farmhole. Farmhole is a socially responsible, high-tech urban agricultural company that exists to transform our cities into food-producing ecosystems. By designing indoor vertical farms to an aesthetic and natural lens, we create the possibility to grow food inside of cafes and restaurants at the fingertips of the chef. We also are building a 1,000 square meter aquaponic farm that has a high yield and delivers on the chef's needs for local and sustainable produce grown right here in the city. We all know about the global issues about sustainability and food, so I won't go too much in that. But we are really solving the problem for the chef's need to have very fresh produce daily, and by growing it inside the venue, we solve issues like waste, freshness, availability. So we make sure that everything is there consistently. So our solution is basically growing food where it is consumed. And doing this with natural ecosystems in mind, bringing nature, design, and vertical farming technology to a place where people can enjoy the experience of seeing the food grow and tasting the absolute natural freshness. So what we've done is we actually built a prototype of a farm wall and matched the design of that to the interior design of the venue. Technology operates and monitors the farm wall, and the fish tank in the bottom basically floods and drains the grow beds twice a day, and in a unit no bigger than a bookshelf, so about 1 meter by 40 by 2 meters tall, we can grow up to 48 punnets of microgreens per week consistently, and fully sustainably as well. So basically, we're running a crowdfunding campaign at the moment to make this all happen. So the first farm walls will go into 3 amazing venues in Melbourne, which I'm sure you've all heard of, like Higher Ground, Kettle Black, and Top Paddock. So by the 17th of October, we want to have the first ones ready to go, and we'll be doing a launch party. But we need help, and that's why we're running a crowdfunding campaign at the moment. So it's on chef.org/project/farmhole. We've got some very cool perks. You can get a microgreen masterclass by myself. And we've got an aquaponic course by one of the #1 aquaponics experts in the world for only $150. So if you want to learn about it, come join us. There's t-shirts, stickers, microgreen trays delivered at your doorstep. So please pledge, buy a perk, and you'll be helping us getting this into reality, and you might see it in your local venue very soon, I promise. Thank you.
Yep, Luke from Sbisa. There's Luke. How are you, mate?
Alright, good evening. So my name's Luke. I'm one of the co-founders from Sbisa Law, and we're a commercial law firm that helps entrepreneurs and startups scale and grow their business. We started Sbisa Law about 8 months ago, and the name itself, Sbisa, comes from the African language to strengthen and empower. And myself and my business partner, having run previous businesses, really found that it was difficult to find a legal team that could really support us being small businesses in wanting to get to where we wanted to get to inside of our business. So my business partner is our legal director, and together we came up with Sbisa Law to really provide the legal services that small to medium businesses and that need during their startup growth and scale phase. So we really help in terms of co-founders. So some of the things we offer is your company setups, your trust setups, all your co-founder documentations, all your shareholder share vesting agreements, and then all your IP agreements and anything relating to all of your needs. So if anybody's interested in wanting to know more about that, you can feel free to come and see me. I can give you some business cards. You can jump on our website, contact us, and you can schedule yourself a free 30-minute legal strategy session. Cool. Thanks.
Thanks, Luke. And there's nothing more important than getting all that documentation right when you're getting your business off the ground. We have Elliott Wood from Chester, Berkeley. Elliott?
G'day guys, I was a sweaty young gentleman and going on dates and business interviews and just job stuff. I would go to write on a board and have sweat patches, so I created a shirt to stop that. Yeah, very simple. It's an undershirt, you don't sweat through it. It's really cool. I made it in China. They'll be arriving October 15. Questions? Yeah, it's a really simple concept.
I think that's
Yeah, we can't stop you being a sweaty beast, we just stop you looking like one. Micromodal is the actual shirt, so it's super duper soft, fantastic, made in Switzerland. The actual underarm bit is science. Really good. Yeah, thanks.
That was a legendary pitch. That couldn't have been more than 45 seconds. Well done. Get in, get the message, get the call to action, and get out. That was nice.
Just check whether it's party or
Just have a minor technical hitch. We're working our way through here. So just while we're getting things set up, I might I'll hop back up again now. You can see my face. We had a post in Silicon Beach News in the last couple of days about all sorts of grants and funding opportunities are available to startups. So if you guys are looking at getting some cash, and who isn't when you're starting out, there's a lot of information there about government agencies and other ways to gain access to some funding. So I encourage you to go online, have a good look at that. And if you've got any questions about that, I put that post up myself, come and see me. I got most of that information from our good friends at Innovic. So I might have to start tap dancing or doing something else in a minute. Okay. So a couple of things that are finishing up. TechCrunch Battlefield applications finish this weekend. So if you are right at the point where you've got a demo product, something that you can actually show people, and you haven't got any PR or press yet, these guys want to hear from you. And TechCrunch Battlefield is, if you're not familiar with it, TechCrunch is one of the largest technology news organisations in the world. Battlefield is quite a famous part of their program, their annual program. They've got finals in Sydney in November, and then the winner from that will go across, all expenses paid, with 25 grand in their back pocket as well, to the US to compete over there. And if any of you watch Silicon Beach TV show, you'll know about TechCrunch Battlefield. All right, we're ready to go? It's Kai. Okay, Kai. And the company is Party Obvious. All right.
Hi guys. Hi, I'm the founder of Party Obvious. It's a social MMO. So basically, you log in with your Facebook, and you ask you to share your location, and you will be on the Google Map according to your location. Then you can move around and chat to all the other users. Unfortunately, it didn't work on the Chrome, iOS, and Safari, but it will work on all the other browsers and Chrome on desktop. And it's a video on YouTube to show you how it works. You can look up partyobvious.com on YouTube. And I can also build apps, websites, games, like for computers and for phones, for everybody. Yes?
You're talking to strangers in your...
That's right, you talk to everyone on the world. You can travel to America, Europe. Right now there's 100 people on this side, so you can talk to all of them.
How's it different from talking to the people just around you?
Yeah, you can talk to people around you if they're using it. Like you can talk to people on your street or talk to people like from your school, whatever. It's like you can use it for everything. Everything you do on the internet, you can do on my website. Like dating, socializing, you can sell stuff, you can buy stuff, you can check out the map. Everything you can do on the entire internet, you can do it on my website. Yeah. And also, I can make like games, apps, software, anything on the computer or the phone. I got a professional team, and we got like really affordable prices because my team is based in India. I'm like the project manager or the boss of them. Yeah, so if you need anything done, you can contact me too. Also, Party Orbis is seeking partners and investors. If you're interested, I can show you on other computers how it works. It really works. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for that. Ravid from Addict. Addict. I think we've lost our picture. We might move on to the next one. Is Matt here? Matt? Not sure what company. A little bit more organised than this. Okay, so Matt from Addicts is about the pitch, so just had a little technical hitch there, but we're... Okay, that wasn't Matt. Come on.
Hi everyone. Thanks very much. Okay, my name is Matt Manny. I'm a mechanical engineering design consultant. I specialise in working with small companies and startups. So I've worked with companies developing UAVs, robotics, factory automation, things like that. If your company is looking for that kind of service, I can offer mechanical design services. I can also work with, I've got manufacturers in Australia and overseas. I can work to manufacture small production runs, MVPs and prototypes. And if your project's a little bit more complicated, I've got a team of electrical software engineers. I can manage larger projects. So yeah, if you've got a hardware element of your projects, I'll be happy to speak with you. I did have my details online, but just come and talk to me after. And yeah, it'll be good to talk to you guys. All right, thanks very much.
We found Addicts. Okay, here we go. Oh, come on.
what we do is we have created an artificial intelligence that does digital marketing for any business. So basically you tell the AI exactly what is your business, where your clients are, and it will basically design your ads for Facebook, Instagram, Google, and implement the ads, manage the budget, run the ads, and get you the sales you want from all the digital platforms. So basically, the only thing you need to provide is simply what sort of products you sell, where you want to market, and the rest of the process will be handled by the platform. Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to try something new. The guys are working away on it in the corner here. We've got a computer in a hard case. We're getting ready to try and get someone to do a pitch from Gippsland and try and live pitch to you here tonight. So fingers crossed. Don't know how many of you are founders and have got faith in your own products. We're going to see.
I'm Pollyanna, the big picture photographer.
I'm not sure if that's who's pitching.
Everyone could hear, right?
Created the world's longest photographs.
Okay, so are we ready to do that?
I'm Pollyanna, the big picture photographer, and I have created the world's longest photographs. And I did it from my regional hometown, Gippsland, which is about the size of Switzerland. Now you would think that that was plenty of room to grow, but unless you can grow to fit the conservative country mould, there's not a lot of room for you to explore and express your identity, sexuality, ideas, value systems and goals. We've found that regional youth have incredible creativity, but from the border to Melbourne, there is like no creative education or pathways for us. Up until now. Now you can be top shelved by me. I have hunted and gathered a tribe of locally sourced creative beasts, graphic designers, coders, artists to birth a badass education system. Our next phase is to take this bad boy online and to the people. Users can subscribe to our compassionate but intense step-by-step 12-week badge system to help get them from concept to realisation of their desired soul goals. We arm them with a million set of tools, sweet hookups to local resources, networks and grand opportunities. My 10 years of experience as an isolated artist has led me to test my ideas, the Regional Art Victoria funded micropilot Top Shelf. Through Top Shelf, we have connected the unexpected, focused minds and kick-started careers, proving that gamification of learning works.
Hello everyone, so before I forget, on top of this, can you bring up a new website and search for Launch Week? Alright, so who here doesn't know about Launch Week? Launch Week? Who here doesn't know about Launch Week? Okay, it's very important to know. So Launch Week is a $60 million budget that is dedicated to be distributed in Victoria to help a startup ecosystem in Victoria. They're releasing $60 million in different rounds. The next round will be about education. So this pitch was about education. There was another pitch about education. So anything that we do about education, have an eye on Launch Week. When they open the applications, you can apply for a grant. So very quickly, so this is very important, like have an eye on it. About this pitch, this was the first remote pitch that we had in Silicon Beach. So anyone who's watching it or anyone who can't make it, send us a video. We can play this here. Can you also look for another website? Search for Gippsland Binary Shift. So I hope everyone knows that we had Gippsland Binary Shift. Digital Innovation Victoria was happening, right? It was a festival. Everyone knows about it? No? No one knew about it? Okay. So it's a festival, and there's a series of events happening all over Victoria and Melbourne. So it finished yesterday. So have an eye on it for next. Maybe we should do some sort of, beforehand. So one of the events in Digital Innovation Victoria was Well, the second was Binary Shift, which was the first technology conference in Gippsland, and I was lucky to be there. And there are a lot of art collectives and art activities happening there, and technology is taking off as well. So if you have services, you can look at the area. Untapped opportunities are there. People who are have free time, they want to do something. So if you look for employers, you can go there. If you have services for small businesses, you can have a look there. And hopefully we can merge the art collectives of regional Victoria with the tech concentration in Melbourne. Also on top of that, not technology-wise, in Ballarat these days an international photo festival is happening, so all important people in artistic world, photo world, they're all here in Ballarat, so take a train and go and visit Ballarat. That's me, thank you.
Okay, so last call for anyone who wants to come up. Right, we've got a hand up. Someone who wants to come up, pitch.
That one and the one on the Catman.
You alright? Yeah. Okay. And just a round of applause for Roy, please.
Well, good evening, everyone. It's nice to be here. Great to see such a good crowd here tonight. My name's Roy Power, and I'm an inventor, and I've got a new innovation called the split shank bolt. And if you're not familiar with bolts, as probably most of you are not, it's something that's similar to a Dynabolt except considerably better. Now, at the moment, the Dynabolt is the most used bolt of all the bolts there are in the world today. So I've made a considerably better one, and what I'm here doing tonight is looking to get a little bit of extra funding to help the process along and help me commercialise that. And I'm looking to sell a 10% share in the intellectual property of the idea. So you're welcome to come up and speak to me after the sessions and get some information for that. At the moment, the size of the market for the Dynabolt is over $500 million a year. That's the sort of bracket it's in. It's an enormous commercial section of the market, and I'm expecting that my bolt will probably outsell the Dynabolt within about 5 years. So come and speak to me a little bit later on.
You were here last time. Oh, we've got one more. Kim. And Kim from Specter Blend.
Hi everyone, my name is Kim and I'm from Specter Blend. Now how many of you make smoothies? Hands up. How many of you make soup? And how many of you have children and you want to make baby puree? There you go. Well, Specter Blend is your perfect option. It's 1500 watt blender, 35,000 RPM, and you can, from $149, you've got a discount now down to $99. So just type in Specter Blend and you'll get your discount. Thank you.
Anyone else interested in having? We've got another hand up. Yeah, we've got two. Brilliant. Come through, come through. Everybody's welcome. We've got time. Yep, we've got plenty of time. Yep, come through. We've got Jeremiah.
I haven't got it set up. It's just all right. So I would have a website, but it's not entirely finished yet, so I'm not going to show you a blank page. So I'm doing a startup called ChargeWave. So what ChargeWave is you know how you plug your phone in overnight, it just sits there at 100%, you know, charges by about midnight, stays there the whole time. So what I'm looking at is a system that, based on a bunch of machine learning algorithms, and it's a little device that goes into the wall, and what it does is it modulates the charging of your devices, so your laptops, your phones, and it can keep them in their optimal charging regions. So a lot of people don't know, like an iPhone or a laptop, they have lithium-ion batteries, so they're not supposed to stay at 100%. It actually ruins the battery life of your devices. So what this device does is it plugs in to the socket for your device, and it modulates the charging around 60 to 80% region, and then gets it back up to 100% by the time you need to take it off charge. So that's where the machine learning and the smarts come in, right? So it basically records your usage throughout the day. It figures out when you plug it in, when you take it off, and it builds an algorithm based around your usage, and it gets your phone up to 100% when you need it, and then regulates it the rest of the time. So it does that for both phone and laptops. I've got it, it's at prototype stage at the moment, so I have a prototype built, looking at manufacturing, obviously not a website yet, but it's getting there. So yeah, that's me.
Silicon Beach, Silicon News, before we wind up. So as you can see behind me, we've started a thing called Silicon News a couple of months ago, and it is on medium.com/Silicon News. You can find and read. What you don't realize and what we haven't promoted much is any one of you can write a post on Silicon News. So what you do is just write a post on medium.com. You can join medium.com through your Facebook login or Google login and write a post, and just send us the link through Meetup or our Slack channel, which we will send out to you. It's very easy to join our Slack channel. I will send through a Meetup email the link. Each time I spam you with a meetup.com email, I send you the Slack thing. We have about 275 members on Slack, but we can have some more. We have 8,300 members on Meetup, so there's no reason why we can't have more members on Slack, and that's where everything is happening. So you can write, you can advertise your startup or whatever your idea is, and what our purpose in doing Silicon News is we are disrupting the startup media in Australia. As you know, you have to go behind PR professionals, public relations professionals and journalists to get the word about your startup out. We are giving that power to you, so you can write it yourself, and we will promote it through our Twitter and Facebook, and Medium is a really good platform because most of the venture capitalists and angel investors around the world are on Medium. So we can start connecting with them, bypassing the angel investors and VCs in Australia who are pretty what's the word? Pretty conservative. Okay. So it's up to you. Take that power and use it. Silicon Beach is about giving you the power to be the best startup founder you are. Thanks.
So that's it for tonight. Thank you all for coming. Look forward to seeing you. Oh, I had a no at the last minute there. So yeah, please, looking forward to seeing you all next month. Do check out the page there. As Atula said, you may be surprised to know we're not PR professionals, but we do try and plug the community as best we can and try and get the message out about the things that you're doing. So join in, and that's it. Thanks again for coming.